Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very, very well, enjoying your Wednesday evening. Welcome back to another late night show. I'm going to be breaking down the latest Chelsea transfer that we've had. Jorrel Hato to Chelsea is confirmed for £37 million. Here we go. And apologies for not being able to do this one earlier. I wish I could have. But listen, as soon as I could, I jumped on, and here I am. So without further ado, subscribe to the channel, like the video as well. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about this signing. And this is a signing that we've spoken about many, many times. Some people have been very impressed when we've spoken about him. They said, what a player we could be getting our hands on. You know, he's got great qualities, great attributes. And you had the other side saying, not another 19-year-old. What are we doing here, Chelsea? And all the rest of it. But I think the majority of people, probably with me on this one, that's a very good looking signing. It's a great signing. And this isn't to say that he's going to be a starter for Chelsea every week. When I say it's a great signing, it doesn't mean you're necessarily signing the best player in that position that we'll have at the club. But you look at what Jorrel Hato is going to be able to bring to this Chelsea side, and I think the overwhelming feeling needs to be positive. He's not bringing bad vibes to Chelsea. Let's put it like that. He's not making us worse. He's making us better. And we've got a number of things we can talk about to prove that. And for those of you who don't even know anything about Jorrel Hato, maybe this is the first time you've heard of him or that you've really had the chance to think about him. This is a guy that has been talked about over the past number of weeks, even months. And it's a fucking great signing. And it's a great fee as well. We didn't get our pants pulled down. Hallelujah. We didn't have a Jamie Gittins part 2. This was actually solid business. Now, there's aspects of every deal where you might say, okay, maybe we could have got something a little bit better. But we're going to dive into it, guys. We are going to dive into it. So, listen, big up to everyone that's watching. As it stands, we have just over 50 of you on YouTube. We've got over 80 of you on X as it stands, so just under 150 people. Smash those like buttons. Let's get straight up to 50 likes on YouTube. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I'll run through a couple of comments and then we'll just dive straight into it, shall we? When are we getting a Here We Go for Simmons? Hopefully soon. Big up to Harry. I hope you're doing well, mate. Big up to Jordan. Woodshedder's happy. Welcome to Chelsea. Absolutely. I'm with you on this one. I don't know. We'll see. Big up to you, my friend. Here we go for Hato. It's a great signing. Get the double Dutch, then a new goalkeeper in. That would be the cherry on top. But I have to be honest with you. It is what it is. Ah, goodness gracious. Right. Not more hate comments about the WSL. Why are you doing this? Timeout. There you go. Timeout. Big up to Will. Yes, absolutely, my friend. I'm with you there. I'm with you. Jordan says if we didn't sign a left back and we just got Cucurella and got injured, we would be screwed. Do you think we'd be doing good business with Jackson and Felix? Felix, absolutely. I mean, that's great from a footballing standpoint and business, to be honest with you. And then when we look at Jackson, selling him for any more than we got for Madueke is also great business. From a footballing side, though, I must admit, I'd quite like Jackson to stay. I'm not in this sell Jackson camp. That's not the camp I'm in. I like Jackson. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a great player. I think he's a good player. But he's certainly a player that can offer, a number of things to this club. So he gets a lot of disrespect. I appreciate he's had bad moments. Trust me, I've been there. But yeah, this is a player that I think deserves more respect than Nicholas Jackson. I have to admit that. And although he's not good enough to be Chelsea's number one striker, I think we can all agree there. he is good enough to be in our squad. He's good enough to be a number 2 striker, let alone a number 3. I mean, as a number 3, honestly, we're loving life. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But I mean, if João Pedro continues the form that he's on, and then the same with Delap coming in, hopefully performing, and you've got Jackson as well, who's shown that he's capable of playing for this club. I think we're looking at a lot of positive factors. Very, very positive. So, where do we start on this saga? Let's start off from not very long ago. This was what came out 14 hours ago. Okay, 14 hours ago, just to give you an idea of the timeline. Ajax management is weighing up an offer from Chelsea for Jorrel Hato between 37 and 39 million. They initially wanted between 47 and 52. Given the club's bleak financial situation, Ajax can't risk Chelsea calling off the deal. So when you look at it from that perspective, now we know what's happened. This is good negotiating. Fair play. Good effort. Good effort, lads. Good effort. And I don't think we can look at this in a negative way. I think you have to look at this in a very positive way. Bearing in mind, obviously, at this point, we didn't know, whether it's going to be accepted. Fabrizio came out and said we're probably going to have a here we go very soon. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen, do you? You never know. But this is where we are right now. This is what David Ornstein came out with. Chelsea have reached an agreement over the signing of Jorrel Hato for a fee in excess of 34 million plus a sell-on clause, subject to approval from the Dutch club's supervisory board. And then we had a little bit more as well. I'm trying to see if, I don't know if that article contains anything that's worth looking at. We can certainly dive into it. Chelsea and Ajax have reached an agreement over the signing of Jorrel Hato for a fee in excess of 40 million euros plus a sell-on clause subject to the approval of the Dutch club supervisory board. The 19-year-old Netherlands international has agreed a 7-year deal and will travel for a medical after approval has been given. The Athletic reported on Monday that Chelsea were closing in a move for Hato with personal terms already in place. Hato has made 111 first-team appearances for Ajax after coming through the Dutch club's youth setup after beginning his career at Sparta Rotterdam. He has captained the side and operated at both left back and in the centre of defence, and is set to join Mark Cucurella, Malo Gusto, Levi Colwell, Benoit Badiashile, Trevor Chalobah, and Wesley Fofana as options for Enzo Maresca in those positions at Stamford Bridge. Hato has been capped 6 times at international level with the Netherlands, having previously been a regular at youth level. Chelsea have enjoyed a busy summer with Delap, João Pedro, Jamie Gittins arriving alongside Esteval, Asugo, Mamadou Sarr, Paez, all who had previously agreed to move to West London. We've seen a lot of departures as well. And again, when you look at the analysis that different people have made on The Athletic, they've said that he's one of the hottest defensive prospects in Europe, having played regularly for Ajax over the last 2 seasons. Graduating from the Ajax Academy, is technically gifted and confident in possession. He is used to being in a ball-dominant side, and he is not afraid to be adventurous with the ball at his feet, though dribbling or using his passing range. For context, only PSV Eindhoven's Ricky Ledesma posted a better pass completion rate than Hato's 89% among the fullbacks in the Dutch league, the Eredivisie. Okay. So at such a young age, he's still growing into his body, and that will only benefit him Defensively, an area he's already good at, but has room to improve. He is solid as a one-on-one defender. He reads the game well, but does not dominate aerially. So similar concerns to what we've heard before with Mark Gurhey from Crystal Palace. I know a lot of people were worried about that in the past. But listen, I mean, I don't know why we'd complain about that. I think the majority of what we're talking about is positive stuff. I'll just go through some of the comments over here. Bring Siemens left next. Big up to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I've heard he's close to signing a new contract, Morgan Rogers. I've heard that. Alex, it's unacceptable for me. Why we linked to Man United player? If we sign Xavi, he will play there on the left-hand side, that is. Well, I tell you what, mate. I tell you what, I've always said this, and well, Kev's in here as well. I've always said this. With Garnacho, if you just try and take some emotion out of it, because this is an emotion, like when people are, I mean, I'm emotional. Everyone knows that. But try and think of why this deal could be good. I'm talking about the Garnacho deal here and why they could do it. He's a young player who can be sold for a cheap amount compared to what United actually value him at. I mean, they're idiots for turning down Napoli's offer in January, which was like 50 million. Or was it 55 million? It was something, it was stupid money. And they actually rejected it, thinking that they would get a better deal later down the line. And Chelsea basically say, I think they want 30. And I've always said I'd be okay with it if it was sort of less than 30, around that mark. I wouldn't have a problem because we're not getting ripped off.
No.
You know, that's a pretty cheap deal in the grand scheme of things. So I mean, that's my stance on it. But hey, listen, I think there has to be an element of blind faith when you look at where everything is shaped in this period of time, and what so many of us didn't believe in, now we do, much more so than previously. I'm not sitting here saying I'm the the advocate for Blueco and this model, but I've always liked the idea of having young players. But I'm going to these games and ultimately giving my reactions after the matches, and I think a lot of people felt the same as me. But the main thing is that we feel like we're improving every year. Right? Are we getting better? And the steps that we've taken in this window are improvements, no doubt about it. So it's hard to criticize that, if I'm honest. It's very difficult. You all right, Kev?
Yeah. All good. Yeah, just coming off the back of what you said, you had a bit of a break there. I thought you asked me a question or something. Yeah, but there's been clear improvement from the last summer's transfer window, last summer's transfer window compared to this one. Black and white. We've got two strikers that we needed last transfer window. We already got Mark Guru, who's the only acquisition. We've gone and signed Rory Delap and João Pedro. Both of them hit the ground running. Gitten's very exciting left winger, who we are yet to see. Hato, top class left back, probably one of the future best left backs in world football. That's probably the four signings that we can say that will make a clear difference to this team. I still feel like there's got to be a goalkeeper in there somewhere. But yeah, they clearly are. They clearly have learned from the last transfer window, which they spent a lot of money in. None of them signings worked. With Felix, Viega, Hall being one of them players. That's one of the only players that really worked. So they've obviously seen that it hasn't worked, and now it's looking like they're making it right. And hopefully these signings can make a massive impact and push us forward, and we can try and get our hands on that Premier League, because that's, for me, priority for out of any bits of silverware next season. That has to be a priority, because it's been a long time. 9 years coming. So yeah, all steps in the right direction. But yeah, goalkeeper now needs to be the number one priority over anywhere else on that pitch. Well, if you're going to get Xavi Simons, a goalkeeper has to be next after that.
It's true. Big up to Harry as well. For those of you who don't remember the watch-alongs we used to do. What a window we're having. Simmons and a keeper, and we're winning the league. Oh God, I don't think I can do that. I can't get on that boat, guys. Not after last season. I gotta be patient, guys. I gotta be patient. But I mean, you have to say it's been pretty damn good. It has been good. I mean, but you know what? The Club World Cup sort of proves a lot of the signings can work. Because even me, I was never. People think that I was a hater of that. I hated the signing of João Pedro. I just thought we got ripped off. I do think we got ripped off. I still think that we could have got him for less money. And if you look at what he did at Brighton in terms of GA, I struggled to justify it. But then, what the fuck do I know? Come in, smashed it straight away. And then Delap. I've always been a fan of Delap. Loved Delap. So many young players coming in. I mean, it's a great period for the club. And I have to say, like, you know, I don't know about you. Well, I can't speak for you, Kev, but me personally, I do feel a little bit drained just from all the stuff that's going on. And obviously we haven't really had a break from Chelsea until now. But the fact that we have so much positive news going on just puts a smile on my face. And, you know, we've had tough times like, you know, what we had a couple of years ago. And, you know, you still egg yourself on through it, but it can be very tough supporting a club at times. But it just feels nice to be back in a position where we can sort of put our feet up as fans and go, this is nice, you know. Just after a long hard day's work, you know, you open a beer in the fridge or whatever it is, or you might have a glass of wine, whatever. Get the chocolates out, smoke a cigar. Not that
whatever makes you happy.
Whatever make turn the PlayStation on,
whatever it floats you about,
and you just don't have to worry because you know it's going to be okay. I mean, listen, let's not sit here and act like I'm not worried. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. And I my position, I've got to be very strict with myself this year. I have to be strict, Kev. I can't be going on this rampage that I went on in December.
That wasn't for anybody.
I can't be doing it. But it's just dangling there.
Yeah, all I've got to say on it is, we are, as fans, we needed this break, man. Like, it's been turmoil, it's been toxic, it's been heartbreaking, it's been heartache, all the bad and negative words over the last 3 seasons under this new ownership, and all of a sudden it just clicked. I think that we all said all this team needs is that one cup for them to get that winning energy back within the club, and they've gone on a month later and gone and won the biggest one out of them all. So I'm sure now they're going to be hungry for more. This is what happens when you win something. You're hungry for more. I don't believe for 1 minute none of them are going to be taking the foot off the gas and thinking, "Oh, yo, we won the Club World Cup. Let's just chill." I think they're going to want to push on. I can see by the intent of the board now, they're signing top class talents as well to push on even further. So look, man, we needed this break, man. It's looking extremely good. We needed this break. Everyone needs the confidence. I've completely turned my page with Clear. Like, I feel like, yeah, they're proving to me now that they want to win things. So long may it continue. But yeah, it's hard work to get that Premier League title. It's consistency, and up until January, December last season, we was doing extremely well. I just feel like they needed to be backed. So I'm just pessimistic about it all, but at the same time, very confident.
Okay, now
You're
pessimistic about it all.
Yeah, I am, to be fair, bro. But get that Xavi Simons deal across the line.
Mate.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know. I just want a world class stopper in there. I'm never happy. Get me a world class stopper, mate. Get me a world class stopper in there, and I'll be more happy. I have
really.
To find,
oh my God!
The little negatives.
You're like that dad, right? You're like that dad, and your daughter gets married, and on the wedding day, You go, when are you gonna have a fucking kid?
Mm.
Enjoy the wedding.
Bro, my daughter, listen, my daughter got the. Listen to this. My daughter got the top, top medal for winning. Basically, the school's been going for 60 odd years. She got the top medal for competing in the long jump. She beat the long jump record for the
Like
whole
all
entire
time,
school.
the all-time
Yeah,
record.
all record. She
Wow.
can't. My mom said to me, "She's got the record." I said, "So what?" She hasn't got the. She hasn't got. She hasn't got
There you go.
She hasn't won the Olympics yet, bro. So can you see what I'm on about, bro? I am never happy, bro. It's just me, brother. I am.
Hey, fair enough. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of unhappy, apparently the likes are low. What's going on, people? Smash that like button. I think we've got over 100 of you on YouTube. Let's get up to at least 75 likes. Come on, guys. I mean, yeah. Listen, if you're on X as well, you can like the stream and you can retweet as well. So with regards to Hato, just going on to that again, we're going to pay, according to Sky, an initial fee of £35.5 million plus add-ons for Jorrel Hato. Now, this is they actually miss out an important factor with this transfer, which is that there is a sell-on clause, so Ajax will get I presume a percentage of whatever Hato could potentially be sold for in the future. Now, my guess is that one of the reasons Chelsea have agreed to the sell-on clause is because they probably won't sell him.
He's going to be here for the long run.
Yeah, if that's the case,
100%.
brilliant. But I mean, if you do want to sell him 8 years down the line, he'll be 27, Kev. So you'd be doing just fine, and his value will, you'll
that'll be in his peak.
Well, his deal's a 7-year contract, so he'll have to renew when he's 26, around that time. But really, it will be 24 because they always want at least 2 years on the deal. So there you go. Fucking hell!
Just into Rob Arta's back.
What is wrong with this guy?
It is these blocking.
How do I? I don't know how you do anything.
Just have to laugh, bro. This guy.
How do I block this guy?
Let me answer the question for you, Arta. Doesn't matter what skin color you are, as long as you come and play good for the team. Doesn't matter. I'm not concerned about skin color. You could be white, black, red, yellow, whatever. You come and you play your best at Chelsea and you give 100% on a weekly basis. It will make the fan base happy. So you and your very small-minded comments, please take yourself to the closest mountain and ride your bike as fast as you can down it. That's all I can say back to you, mate. Crack on.
Fair enough, innit? Okay, right. God, that guy comes on every fucking stream. I don't even.
Who is it? I'd block him.
Do you know what the truth is? I never have to do that. So I actually didn't know how you do it. I was just doing it now.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's I've been asked that before. I don't know if it's the same guy. I just fucking.
He probably is going to make another one and just keep coming on saying the same thing. But clearly got something against black players. We are signing quite a lot. Probably racist. I don't know, but he could at least leave his comments to himself. I don't think anyone in the fan base is concerned what colour players are bringing in, as long as they're doing the job on a weekly basis. That's all we are concerned about. So Arta, very, very stupid.
Okay. Very, very stupid. Yeah, it's not great. Not great. Well, he's off. He's off. I think we've got some moderators as well. So moderators, get moderating. Okay. Jorrel Hato will travel to London for his medical, and then he will sign a 7-year deal at Chelsea. So they're saying 37 million for Fabrizio plus a sell-on clause. There you go. Now, this is, I don't know what you think, Kev. I spoke about this briefly. I'll talk about it again. It's great business. It's great business. It's a great footballing transaction. It's a great footballing deal. It's a great financial investment. His value will grow. And the only reason that Ajax sold, which we spoke about earlier, was because Ajax are in a very, very poor position financially, and they cannot afford Chelsea to pull out of this deal. They couldn't afford it. So that's why they made the decision to accept it, because they initially wanted between 47 and 52 million. That's according to Mark Verwijt, which is he's a Dutch reporter. So essentially, we've got anywhere from 10 to 12 million pounds off of this deal because of the pure desperation from Ajax. And listen, when we talk about opportunistic signings, this is extremely opportunistic, but it's intelligent. It's intelligent. And yeah, I mean, we're going to move on to something else because there is a couple of other things. But I mean, I'll just let you touch on this one again, Kev. I mean, what do you make of the amount and then the footballing side as well?
£34 million for, let's be real, one of the best left backs, up and coming left backs in world football at the moment. And like I said, I've been watching his career very closely for the last 2-3 years. He's grown. Captained the team last year. Had some brilliant performances in Europa League last season for Ajax. Already captained, capped at international level at 18. Is going to be learning from Van Dijk and getting experience on the players within the Dutch team. £34 million is a stall for me, as well as him obviously being good enough to cover two positions on the pitch, left back as well as centre back. So he's given us depth, and also Cucurella's obviously getting the rest and the cover that he needs, and obviously that will also give Cucurella a kick up the arse as well, because obviously Cucurella, we all know that he's top 3 left back in the world at the moment. He knows every week for the last couple of seasons, even when he had bad performances and when the fan base got onto him a bit, he knew that he was going to start every week. Now he knows that he's going to push on Cucurella even more now, because he knows one little slip off the pedal, he's going to have another left back fighting for position. So yeah, it's good on all fronts, from a financial perspective, from a footballing perspective, and it gives Cucurella that competition that he needs. So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to seeing him in action, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know you really wanted, but you can't have it all, Kev. You can't have it all, can you, mate?
Yeah, and it's too late now. We signed Pedro now, Jorrel Pedro. So it would have been. You know what? If we never got Champions League and we could have attracted the likes of Pedro and Delap, I don't think that Crutchfield would have been a bad signing. But yeah, come on, talking about Champions League levels here, I don't think Wood's quite there. But yeah.
I don't even talk about Chris Wood anymore. It's just the chat. They remember the good old days, Kev. The OG streams. I say OG, probably 2 months ago, a month ago even.
Yeah.
Couple of months. Banging on about Chris Wood.
Yeah. Chris Wood, but that's been and gone now. It's done, in it. So Chris Wood talk's gone.
You never know, mate. You never know. Maybe one day he could be part of our coaching squad.
Who's that?
I'm only winding you up.
Chris Wood. Yeah, and I did see that message from Wesley Michael as well. So fair play to you, brother. Fair play. I'm seeing the idiots are in abundance, mate. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. But yeah, back to the football stuff. It's good on all fronts, bro. Just hope that he can get the experience needed, because obviously the Dutch league compared to the Premier League's totally different ball game. It's going to be difficult for him at the start, but I'm sure the team will make him feel welcome and slowly drift him into the team, into the setup, not rush him in. But obviously a player with that ceiling level, I'm sure he'll come in cup games and just grow and grow and grow. He's 19 years old, experienced. He's a leader. So yeah, man, it's looking good, bro. It's looking really good.
It's
I'm
looking
happy.
very good, mate. No,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. This is. I don't know if anyone can find me a page with the history of Chelsea's transfer windows. What was the best transfer window we had before this one? The best. I think
Best
last
transfer
transfer
window.
window, the transfer window we had last summer was actually
I reckon the best
people
transfer
really
window
made
we had, yeah.
them.
Personally, the best transfer window we've ever had was taking it back a long time, mate. But I think I actually think Claudio Ranieri, the first season under Roman Abramovich. I actually honestly think
Go on,
that's the best.
name the players. Name.
Makaleli, Robin, Czech. I think it's Wayne Bridge, Drogba, Mutu, Ricardo Carvalho. That was a window what changed the history of the club, bro. Literally, that was one amazing window. Really was.
It's true. It's true. You know, Marina got a lot of the signings wrong, but she was great at selling players. That was her strength. She was very good at selling players. She got that great deal for Hazard. Who else did she sell? Morata. She managed to get a lot of money for him. Higuain. No, not Higuain. Costa. She managed to sell him for quite a lot. Was that Amelia? Was that someone else? Yeah, I think that's Marina. Yeah. So yeah, not the best in terms of signing certain players, but very good at selling. Very good with regards to that. Right now, Kev, we're going to talk about another signing that we've been linked with, which is Garnacho. Now, listen, people could think whatever they want to think, but I'll be honest with you, this is a deal that I believe can happen. I already believe there's an opportunity that it can happen. I'm not sitting there saying I want it to happen, but I believe it can. And I believe that it's a deal that Chelsea can make work for them. Now, we know what Man United have quoted in the past, even in January, and that was over 50 million. But they actually wanted about 60, 65, I think, something extortionate. Nobody was going to pay that, obviously, but Napoli offered about 40, 45, anywhere between 40 and 50 million. And that deal was rejected. And I thought at that time, like, that's just ridiculous, the fact that that deal wasn't accepted. Because, I mean, maybe it's because Man United were desperate and, you know, they needed to try and pull out results. So Garnacho was all they had. But you look at the financial aspect now as well. I mean, they are not even going to get. I don't think they'll get anything more than 30 million for this guy. And I actually still think that Chelsea can negotiate lower than 30 million. I think we can negotiate lower. And if United sell, they've got a huge problem off the books. And Chelsea are in a position where we've got a player on the cheap who we can flip for higher. Yeah, 40, 50 million is difficult to flip, especially when you're not a guaranteed performer. But we just sold João Felix for 30 million. And the guy is he's just not good enough, is he? Let's be honest. That's the reality. And his attitude's poor in terms of his ability to compete in a squad and operate in that environment. You compare his attitude to Dewsbury Hall, it's chalk and cheese. So, yeah, I do think that there's something to work with in terms of Garnacho from a financial perspective. I'm not talking about the footballing side here. I just think that, again, it's an opportunistic signing. And, well, it's not a massive gamble because you can probably get your money back, maybe even a profit. So what's not to love about a transfer which basically gives you zero risk?
Yeah. I don't know what to think of it, to be fair. Right now, as we speak, the guy's not even training with Man United. He hasn't even gone on tour with them. So they're just waiting for someone to
But
put an offer.
obviously he's not going to go on tour with them, mate. He's
Yeah,
wearing
he's
an
ready to go.
Aston
He's
Villa
ready to go. They're just waiting for an offer to come in for him. I haven't seen anything at all that suggests to me there's a player there. I've seen glimpses of a player, but nothing consistently. I've seen bad attitude. I've seen him disrespect his club. It's a bit of a risk. It's a risky signing, but um, for under £30 million, it's not bad going. But yeah, we'll have to see on that one. I'm a bit indecisive on it. For me personally, if I had to make a decision on it tomorrow, I wouldn't go near him. And it's nothing to do with what he's done. It's just because it's nothing to do with his attitude or anything like that. It's just because I haven't seen anything at all, which suggests to me that he's better than what we've got rid of. Madueke has done more in the Prem than what he has. So why would you sell a player and sign a player who is worse? It doesn't make any sense. But let's see see what materializes. I'm actually starting to believe that, like I said the other day, that it's going to happen. When you get linked to a player for a few weeks, yeah, it might be speculation, but we've been linked to him for 2 transfer windows now, so maybe there's a bid going to be coming in for him, and yeah, maybe he comes and he does well. I'm hearing that he's
Do you think he's worse than Madueke? Because I think he is.
Yeah, 100%.
But then that completely justifies the price tag. We sold Madueke for 52.
Yeah,
and we could
what's the
potentially
point
buy
though?
Garnacho for 30.
What's the point now?
Potential, isn't it? That's the reason.
This is my point though. Ain't you meant to get rid of players to bring in better players? Or you meant to get rid of players to bring in worse players?
Well, technically, he'd be a replacement for Mudryk, so you could call that an upgrade.
Well, yeah. Anything's updated.
At least he's available.
Willian, he bring Willian back from Fulham. He'd be an upgrade on Mudryk, bro. So I just don't know. Let's see on it. Let's see. Like I said, he comes in. He's got obviously got Enzo.
I actually liked Garnacho under Ten Hag. I really liked him under Ten Hag. I thought he was one of United's best players. And one thing, I watched a lot of United games when Ten Hag was the manager. Garnacho had a lot of moments where he just got fucking unlucky, man. And I'm not sitting here saying that, I'm not making loads of excuses for him, but I saw that guy hit the post a lot, like the bar, the post. Probably could have got an extra 10 goals for Ten Hag, just goals that, shots that hit the post. And yeah, all right, cool, they didn't go in, but like this is a player who can make things happen. That's the point, isn't it? Like, he's causing a problem. And he's not shooting, he's not doing a Raheem Sterling over the stands out of the stadium. It's not one of them. So he can cause issues if he's given a better environment, more trust, a system that suits him. And I think that, any environment is better than Man United's environment. And Chelsea can offer that. So when you look at it like that, it's not the worst deal in the world, Kev. We're not sitting here saying that we want to, we want to take Garnacho and I don't know. To be honest with you, there isn't a more toxic club than United. They're all toxic, but I mean, United is peak. It's just peak toxicity. It's just fucking horrendous. And even Luke Shaw said it. I saw an interview that Luke Shaw did with, I think it was United Stand, and he said it's a pretty toxic club. He said that. Your own players are calling your club toxic because it is. It's horrible, man. If you weren't getting paid as much as you were, you wouldn't want to be there. So any player who isn't a key part of that project wants to go.
The difference is that they've got players from 3 different managers all in one. They haven't got the finances like us. They've got new ownership. They've got a fan base which you absolutely hate the club at the moment. Infrastructure, the club's been running to the ground. It's just it's a bad club to be involved with. Let's be real. Then Nacho comes into Chelsea. He's gonna be in better hands. He's gonna have Enzo Fernandez, one of his international colleagues, to help him on as well. He comes, maybe we see the best of a talent, which for me personally, when he came onto the scene, everybody was like, wow, who's this kid? And then all of a sudden he scored that bias, that worldie against Everton, and everyone's like, it's going to be the next big thing. And He went on a bit of a run where he was, he was fulfilling those attributes, and then fell out with Ten Hag, and that was it. Since then, we've seen nothing of him for about a season and a half, 2 seasons. So I don't know. But 25, 30 million pounds is what he's worth at this present time. Bit of a risk, but not a massive risk. So
Jack Grealish, that's another one. Is he better than Garnacho? Absolutely, he's better than Garnacho, no doubt.
yeah, he's more proven.
I'll be honest with you. If we still had Poch, I'd be all over Grealish, all over him. But I don't think he suits Maresca. I mean, it's basically Guardiola again. So that system's not for Grealish. He needs to be in a team where they can counter and he can drive. Yeah, that's what he needs. So I honestly think the Everton loan move for Jack Grealish would be 100% the right thing. And I think David Moyes would get the best out of him. I think he'd have a fucking great time. I could see Jack Grealish getting back to his best.
He'd be the main man there as well, and that's with his personality. He hasn't got a massive.
But it's a big enough club. Like it's a big enough club to be able to
new ground. Yeah, Everton are going to be buzzing next season. But let's be real about it. They're going to be buzzing. There's going to be a buzz around the club. Goes into there, does well. Maybe he gets a full-time transfer there. But yeah, talk is going back to Garnacho. If the opportunity was to come to sign him tomorrow, and 25 million pounds on the table, why not? I wouldn't be fully against it. I think that's that's it's one of them ones you cannot really lose out on him. He comes and even if he comes and he flops, you should be able to get the same amount that you sold him for, if you see what I'm trying to say. So yeah, 25, 30 million pounds. I can't see it going too badly, to be fair.
Again, like we're talking about discipline. I don't remember Garnacho having all these problems, under Ten Hag. I don't remember all of these issues. I don't remember them. Yeah, okay, every player's going to have issues, but I think it really started getting bad this season. I mean, before that, it wasn't like it was a total disaster. Okay, let's talk about Mark Guiu. Sunderland are keen on taking Chelsea striker Mark Guiu on a season-long loan. Now, why is this deal relevant? I'll tell you why. Because this could potentially affect the deal for Nicholas Jackson. Because we would need a third-choice striker, in my opinion, especially playing Champions League football. So I think if Mark Guiu goes, I think there's more of a chance for Chelsea to basically hold out for a very, very high price for Jackson without having much flexibility in the market, which some people might be upset about, but I don't think it's a problem. But anyway, the BBC Nazar Kinsella, he's reported on this particular transfer. Sunderland are keen on taking Chelsea striker Mark Guiu on a season-long loan deal. The 19-year-old has been made available by Chelsea, given they boast a host of other options. And Guiu has previously attracted the attention of relegated Ipswich Town. However, the chance on going on loan within the Premier League could also be attractive, as Chelsea in the £5 million signing from Barcelona weigh up their options. Guiu got 6 goals in 16 matches in his first season at Chelsea. The Blues could also loan out winger Tyreek George, also 19, with both attackers having played a substantial role during Chelsea's Conference League win last season. And then it goes on to talk about our signings. Now, let me tell you this, Kev. Did you know this? And I know people, not everyone believes in this, Kev. We can ask you a question. Let me ask you this. Do you believe in having a second team?
Depends. It just depends on how many games you've got and what competitions you're in. With our schedule next season, I feel like having 2 players to each position would need to be the formula for us to have the.
Hang on a sec, Kev. English, right? That's not what I said. Do you believe? Oh God, I see what you mean. You're talking about having 2 players in position. No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Do you believe, as a fan, in having two teams.
Oh, supporting two team. What do you mean?
Chelsea's obviously my team. I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But if I told you Sunderland's my second team.
Oh, there you go then, because you never told me what you was expanding on.
Yeah.
Having two teams.
By the way, I'm allowed to support Sunderland because actually my dad's side of the family is Chelsea, but my mum's side are all Sunderland. So Sunderland's technically my second team.
I ain't gonna lie.
So I'll be honest with you. When they knocked Coventry out of the playoffs, I didn't give a fuck. I was quite happy for Sunderland, to be honest with you. Everyone else was sad because Frank lost. I was pretty happy.
I like to see. Even though they're doing rubbish at the moment, Stoke doing because I live in Stoke.
That's your local. Yeah. So I mean that counts.
Yeah. But I've always liked to see Wolves do more because that's where a lot of my friends grew up watching. So I haven't got two teams, but I like to see local teams do more. Let's say. So
do you have a second team in your family, like your mum's side, or I mean, she's from Jamaica, isn't she?
Yeah, my mum's nah.
So
my mum likes Arsenal, so I wouldn't even go there.
Maybe not.
This Chelsea, bro. This is my dad. That was it. Chelsea. Nothing else. That was it. No second teams, nothing like that. But I ain't gonna lie. Let me touch up on this. When I was growing up, everyone in my science class, supported Wolves. So Birmingham was in the Premier League at that time. So I got a Birmingham City shirt and I was rocking around.
Oh,
there was a little link with Birmingham City, but that was just to piss my mates off. It was nothing serious. So yeah, back when I was in school, but since then it's just been nothing but Chelsea for me.
Ipswich and Watford. If Sunderland beats us or draws, would I be? No, I wouldn't be happy. I want to be very clear. When we play Sunderland, they can have it. It's just like I'm a quarter Welsh, but when we play Wales, they can have it. I'm an England fan. I support Chelsea and Millwall. That's good. Don't really know what to say to that one. But no, there's nothing wrong with supporting another team. Just have a good, if you have a good reason for it, then you can. But yes, two teams in the same, if it's Chelsea and Tottenham or Chelsea and United or Chelsea, fair enough. That's just a bit, that's not right. But if it's your local or if it's, a team that you have a family affiliation with, there's no problem. No problem. That's something controversial to some people. I don't think it's controversial. That's one of my controversial takes. Just like I say to people, the reason you watch football is not to watch your team win; it's to be entertained. That's why you go to games. That's the reason you pay your money to go and watch football matches.
Yeah, no, there's no for me. I got a lot of mates down in Warsaw. Warsaw, they're the team they go and watch every week, but they support United. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well, is that their team though? That's the number one team.
Their number one team is Warsaw, but they're still United fans. Like a lot of my mates.
That's just a bit strange. I don't know. Maybe they're just thinking, okay, well, let's just pick a Premier League team.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think Birmingham City will come back. To be fair, it's true. They've got a lot of money behind them. Again, we don't need Garnacho, but that's why it's an opportunistic signing. Yeah. If we sign him for 50 million, we look like idiots. If we sign him for 40 million, we look like idiots. If we sign him for 30, we actually look quite smart.
25 mil.
If we sign him for 25 mil, I honestly think that. Well, I mean, we just United look like clowns, and we look great. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a player on the cheap. It's like any player that you can think of that you hate. Kev, think of a player that you hate that played for Chelsea.
Fucking hell. Leave it with me a second.
Modern, ideally, because they cost a lot.
Are you trying to say I'm old?
No. Don't say someone from the 90s. I don't know the fee.
Yeah. I think the way. Bloody hell. I'm gonna say Wayne Bridge,
Okay, how much did he cost?
£18 million, I think it was.
Right. Okay. And you hated him, right? Okay, cool.
He went to City, and I just fucking
Right.
hated the way he went there.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. So or did you hate him when he was at Chelsea or before?
I reckon he was a good player, but all that shit when we touched on
Right.
Terry.
Okay. All right. Let's think of someone that you didn't want when they came. Maybe.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm trying to think. Who did we sign that we didn't really want?
Um,
Danny Drinkwater. Let's use that one. Danny Drinkwater. Spent
there's been
35
fucking,
million quid on
been
that
fucking
guy.
worse.
We spent 35 million quid on that guy. But imagine if we sign him for 5 million. Like,
Dead in the water.
nobody
He's
really
got it right.
cares.
Raheem Sterling. I didn't want him to come.
Oh, fair enough. You know, that's a
Yeah.
good shout. Sterling's a good shout. All right.
And Rubik's
So
Rob, we're on
imagine,
about Tory Andre Flo, mate. I love Tory Andre Flo, mate. I don't know what you're on about there.
but imagine we signed Sterling for £5 million.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody would care. But because he's on 350k and he was only 5 million, sorry, 50 million, you know, it's true. You know, we look like idiots. But if you're not spending the value of the player, then it's fine. And that's kind of how I feel about Garnacho. I don't hate Garnacho as much as I hate Sterling. I'll tell you that.
Lukaku as well. Lukaku's not a bad shot. The way he snaked us in the media, good shot by Jordan as well. That Lukaku.
So yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on with Mark Guiu. He is potentially going to be going to Sunderland. Little update regarding the commercial side of things. Legends/ASM Global has been appointed as the official catering service provider of Chelsea. Now, I don't know what to think about this. But I mean, for those of you who do go to games or don't go to games, I mean, from what I've heard, the catering experience at Chelsea has got worse. It hasn't got better. It's got worse every year. So I think that trend will probably continue. I don't think anything's going to change, whether it's ASM Global or anyone else.
I mean, we've signed a new contract though with Carling. We're getting Carling beers in the field.
Mate. We've got a great contract for the beers. We've got loads of them. We got Peroni, we got Stella, we got Peroni, we got Stella, we got loads.
That's not good. That's not good for us, though, innit, Alex? Dog, you know, I'm not one to have a beer.
Great for us. Yeah, you just don't drink. You can just ban. You can be banned.
Yeah, I ban myself from drinking.
Yeah, you should. Fucking hell. Who else? What else? We recently made a sale to today. We sold was that yesterday? Sorry. Yesterday we sold Ishe Samuel Smith to Strasbourg for £6.4 million plus 432,000 in bonuses. We signed him in 2023 for 3.8 million. So we've signed him on for a slight profit. And then he's gone to Strasbourg.
Who did we buy him from? Who did we buy him for?
Everton. We bought him from Everton. And we've made a little bit of a profit on him. And I believe that the idea is just going to be to build up his value again at Strasbourg and do the same thing again. Sell him on.
Sell him back to Chelsea. Sell him back to Chelsea.
No, because that's not profit, is it?
I don't get it. I sent a picture of Tom Bowley has got two phones near his ear. Yeah, hello, I'm calling from Strasbourg. I got a player for you. Oh, yeah, okay. Then how much you want him for? Yeah, I'm selling you for this much. Okay, cool. Good chance. It's just like that, isn't it? Like, I don't get it. It's just like taking money from one pocket and sticking it in the other.
It's all the same pocket, mate. It's all Blueco. It's all one entity. Yeah. So it's more profit for Blueco, and then they sell them again, and it's more profit for Blueco. So they can sell the player twice and make profit twice. It's very smart, very smart. And the reason they're selling him is because they don't have any more loan spots internationally, if I'm not wrong. At least not for Strasbourg. They're maxed out there. So that's the reason. But, I mean, listen, we didn't see much of him. Don't really have too much to say about it. I think that he's a good player.
Didn't even know we signed him, bro.
What's that, mate?
Didn't even know we signed him. Don't know who he is. literally.
Fair enough. Well, you know who this is. You know who Tyreek George is. Apparently, he could go on loan. What do you think about that?
I'd keep him over. I'd keep him over Garnacho, bro.
Yeah, but
Seriously.
mate, like you're not speaking the Clear Lake language here.
Yeah, they want to loan him out to get him more game time to increase his transfer value, and maybe in a year's
It's the
time
money
he's
game.
worth 25.
And I'll be honest with you. When I look at the quality of some of the players out there, it doesn't bother me if Tyreek George isn't starting for Chelsea. It doesn't bother me. I have seen so many youth players coming into the system over the past however many years, 10 years, let's just say. And, you know, I like a lot of them. I loved Hudson-Odoi. I loved Loftus-Cheek. I loved Nathan Ake when he was in our setup. So many players I've loved. And I'm not bothered if Tyreek George goes. I'm not bothered. Like, he's been all right. He's been good. He's had a good debut season, but he hasn't hit the levels, and he hasn't had the time either, to be fair.
He needs more game time.
He hasn't had the time, and that's fine, but I haven't built that connection with him where I feel like it's a disaster if we sold him. And if we were to sell him tomorrow, Kev, what do we think? You get 15 million for him? Something like that?
12 to 15 million pounds.
Yeah.
Easy.
So, I mean, basically what they're probably going to do is get a fee for him, increase his value, maybe sell him for double that. And that's pretty good business as far as I'm concerned. And then you're bringing in Garnacho and you go, well, that's shit, but you know, you may not like it. But if we sold Garnacho for 30, and let's just say further down the line we were able to sell Tyreek George for the same amount, then you've made your profit on George. You've spent that money on Garnacho, so you haven't actually had to dig in your own pocket. And you've got a player there who will almost certainly be able to go for more than you paid for him in Garnacho. So, you know, that's the thing. And I appreciate a lot of people want to see him play more. I accept that argument, but I guess my point of view is I just don't feel a proper connection to the player. So
not quite. I don't feel like in the games that he played in, mate, there's definitely something there. 100%.
Oh, he's had some good ones, but to be honest, he's had a lot of games he's come on and I've been like, you know, which is typical for a young player. So again, I'm not digging him out. But you know, he's not what I saw. I mean, I saw Hudson-Odoi lighting Chelsea up more so than him. I saw Loftus-Cheek making an impact. I saw other players make more of an impact than Tyreek George, in my opinion. And when I say an impact, I mean more of a consistent impact, not just one game. Like, he scored against Fulham, didn't he? And it was a great goal against Fulham. But, you know, it's like Makeda from Man United when he scored the winner once. Can't remember what game it was. I think it was Aston Villa. Yeah. What did he go on to achieve? So you can score an important goal, but you've got to do it more than once.
But this is total different. When Makeda scored that, he was the best thing since sliced bread. When Tyreek George scored that, we just made a chance for him and we just kept level-headed. We all know that he's nothing yet. It just needs to be built up. There's potential there. It needs to be built up. It needs experience. But that's the difference. Or I feel like a loan to a lower Premier League team, top Championship team next year, that'll bring him on. He just needs more experience at this level. I don't think he'll get the opportunity next season. Obviously, if we get Simmons, we'll have Gittins down at left as well. I just don't feel like he'll have enough game time. So definitely a loan for him would make sense.
You think a loan would make sense?
Definitely.
Hey, listen, man. I think a championship loan would do all the world of
career and for a profit standpoint as well, because obviously that's what they want to do, don't they? If he goes and he lights up the championship or wherever he goes, that's just going to put on an extra £20 million in his price tag. So yeah, definitely a loan for all fronts.
I'm with you there. Well, listen, as it stands, we've got just under 600 of you in here in total. Most of you are on X. We've got a fair few on YouTube as well. So big up to everyone. Really appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel already. Show your support. It all helps. And it shows that, you are enjoying it. Encourages us to continue
Jordan
streaming.
Evans, Championship club for private George. Where would you go to suits him? I've seen in the chat Coventry. Why not send him to Coventry and let him help?
Coventry is a good shout. It is a good shout,
Yeah,
mate. Definitely.
100%. Coventry.
Yep, I'm with you on that. Hey, listen, Kev, we're gonna wrap it up there. Appreciate your time, man. It's been a good evening show. I'm a little bit tired today, so apologies. I need to start doing these lunch shows more, but because of my work, summer camps, you know how it is. So I have to work during the day when I'd usually do my lunch show. But in fairness, it's getting me up early, so that's not a bad thing.
We will be back.
We'll be back, mate.
We'll be back more after the summer holidays because I've got a lot on in the days as well. So I'm sure
I
we'll
want
be
to bring
back.
the lunch shows back. I want to bring the lunch shows back.
Yeah,
that's what I want. But I do love a good evening show. You can't go wrong with a nice evening show. But listen, appreciate your time, guys. Really good to have you all on. And we will be back tomorrow. All the best and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys.